Welcome to Beth's Naughty Reads. I'm your host, Beth Lamontagne, connoisseur of all things naughty. I hope you guys are ready to get naughty. Today, we are going to be looking at book 3 of the Spade Hotel series by Marni Mann called The Sinner. Before we get into that, though, I do want to take a moment to tell you guys, please thumbs up and like and subscribe so that you know when I'll be doing these episodes, as well as follow me on the socials. So you can find me on Instagram and TikTok under Beth's Naughty Reads, as well as Facebook. Like I mentioned, we are looking at The Sinner, which is by Marni Mann. This is a dual POV, which is means it's from both their perspectives. It's a he falls in love first love story. It is the third installment of a 5-book series. Yes, a 5-book series. And it's Marni Mann is a USA Today bestselling author. It is a spicy billionaire romance with some suspense in it. So here's a picture of Marni. The spice is nice. I mean, she did a really good job of keeping this one spicy. It starts early. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But the main character, or the main male character, his name is Brady Spade. He is a no nonsense, doesn't do love and doesn't do repeats. So there's never a second night with this gentleman. He makes it clear to women when he meets them and gets with them, this is a one and done. Thank you, ma'am. Please move on. Lily is the charismatic main female lead. She comes off as a very happy and confident woman. Little bit of a spoiler alert as you get to know Lily a little bit better. There were a couple times I got frustrated for not really just standing up for herself with the males in her life. There's some things going on with her ex-boyfriend that are keeping her almost like a sheltered little soul who's afraid to live her life. So Brady sees her the first time he sees her, it's across the airport when he's getting ready to fly to Edinburgh, where he is now opening up a brand new hotel. He turns around to pay his bill, and when he turns back, Lily is gone. And he just is like sad because he just instantly felt something for her the minute he saw her. Well, lo and behold, it turns out that she is his first class flight attendant on that flight to Edinburgh. So they get a chance to really get to know each other. It's an immediate attraction for both of them. She tries to play it a little bit cooler than he is, but he, being the alpha that he is, has no problem sharing his mind. Let's see. So at the end of the flight, he does invite her back to his hotel, and she kind of plays like, oh, maybe I will, maybe I won't. However, she decides as she's getting dressed and changed in her hotel room, why the heck not? Let's have a one-night stand. Let's have a good time. I don't allow myself to do this. I'm just going to go for it. So she goes for it, and the spice is immediate. I'm like talking chapter 4, the spice is immediate, which is really nice because sometimes a lot of authors wait till that 50% mark, which can get a little frustrating sometime. But this one got spicy fast. I'm going to share a little bit of that with you in a minute, but they do have their one-night stand, and she ghosts him. She leaves the minute he falls asleep. Hi, this is Milo, my kitty. He is also named after a character I read in a spicy novel. Can't remember which one, but his name is Milo. She ghosts him, basically. The minute he's asleep, she gets up, get dressed, leave. She doesn't see him again. They don't see each other for 6 months when, lo and behold, she is the flight attendant on a private plane for a group of men going to Florida for a hockey game. And he immediately sees her and again must have her. Once was not enough, which is rare for him. So I'm going to tell you guys my top 3 quotes, if you will. Like I said, it gets spicy fast. They're a bit edited for TV, so bear with me. They're a lot spicier in some of these places that I'm reading. But the first one I'm going to read you is a Brady quote, and it says, I breathed in, wishing it were the scent of the blonde rather than the bullshit recycled air that came through the vents. He used other words in there. You can put your mind to it. The second quote I'm going to read, you couldn't take your fucking eyes off me. This is Brady to Lily. Was that what you were thinking about? A hand lowered to my side, gradually going down. What it would feel like if my body was pressed to yours? His hand stopped at my waist. What would it feel like if I was grinding against you? His fingers moved to the front of me, cupping the zipper of my jeans, his strength so firm that it felt like there wasn't any clothing separating us. Whew. I mean, that's pretty good, pretty fast. And then the last one I'm going to read is, do you want to know something? He released himself to wipe the corners of his mouth because he just got done eating something. I thought I knew what perfection was. His eyes were fixed on mine. I was wrong because never in my whole life have I ever seen a body like yours. Let's just say I immediately thought that Brady Spade would hands down win the Mouth of Mischief award if there was such a thing. His dirty mind is so amazing. So tell you guys, just so that you know that I'm not alone in my love for this story, I'm going to read you guys a couple of what do you call it? Feedback. What do you call the thing when you put it in the Amazon?
Reviews.
Thank you. I couldn't remember what it was called. So this first one is from Book Hangover 88. She lists the perfect spicy summer read. When it comes to spicy romance, I can always count on Marni to bring the heat. If you thought the previous books in the series were spicy, which they are, but not as spicy as this one, wait until you meet Brady. In my opinion, this has to be the spiciest one in the series so far. As someone who loved the grumpy sunshine trope, I really loved Brady and Lily's story. Brady was such a grumpy hero that I loved seeing him fall hard for Lily. Seeing how protective, caring, and loving he was to her just made me fall in love with him even more. Page W from At Wings and Smut said, devoured this. Love being back in the world of the Spade brothers, and Brady was no exception. From the moment he saw Lily, he was taken aback by how much he wanted her. And that wasn't just physically, especially as he got to know her more. He's obsessed with her and does not hesitate in doing what he can to keep her safe. The chemistry between the two is unmatched, and the spice delivers. And then the last one I have from you guys, or for you guys, is from Susan Murray. The Sinner. With this title, I knew this book would be a little dirty. The way the boys on the plane talked about women was over the top. She felt a little demeaning. I tend to disagree with her, but to each their own. The plot was a good one, with Revenge X managing to infiltrate every part of her life and Brady coming to the rescue. So on a spicy scale of 1 to 5, I literally give this book a 5 out of 5. One of the things I really liked about Marni's book, like I said before, is the spice happens early on. You're not halfway through the book before it starts to get good. I mean, she just hits you up in chapter 4 and it doesn't stop there. I would definitely recommend this book. So if you're putting together a summer TBR list, I would make sure that you have this at the top of the list so that you make sure you get a chance to read it before summer is over. Also, thanks to my husband, my producer husband, for putting together the picture that you guys are seeing. It is still under development, but he literally put that together in a number of minutes. So thank you, honey, for throwing that together. The next book I'm going to be reviewing, I'm thinking about doing the Arrogant one. So it is another Marni Mann. It is book 1 of the Weston Group series. And she said, and I quote, Art Weston, who is the main character, is one of the sexiest alphas I've written in a long time. He's deliciously spicy, growly, and obsessed with the heroine. It does come out tomorrow, so for any of you guys that would like to get on that and read it with me as well, that is what I'm in the middle of the 4th book for the Spade series, but I really feel like I need to read this one and see what it's about. So if you would like to tag along, read with it, and we can have some conversations about it. Anyways, that is what I have for you today. I hope that you pick up this book. I hope you find it as enjoyable as I do. And until next time, stay naughty, you guys.